They both could have done things better. It would have been so much easier if she was just like, "Hey, do you want to come ride with me?" None of this would have happened. I wouldn't have left my house like this if I knew you were working here. I wish I knew that Pocky game earlier. I would have kissed a boy much younger. You should have accepted his confession. I should have never said that. I shouldn't have told you. It must have been pretty bad for him to get arrested. I might have made a mistake. I might have been going crazy. It's not like I'm asking for the moon here. I mean, all I'm asking is just a little consideration. She used to try to get me to wash dishes, which made me annoyed. I used to have meetings with my clients, which can help me deal with customers nicely. You are my go-to, which makes me feel like a loser. You could build a deck around it, which makes it feel like an English pool. I made that seem a little bit too easy. Let it go. You need to let things with Juria go. Let me know, let me guess, I'll let you go. I will get him to help with the project. She got her brother to drive her to the airport. My mother used to get me to wash dishes. He wanted to get me to take my clothes off myself. Don't talk to me until I get my work done. I have to get myself excited. I drink coffee to get my stress released. You need to get your emotions out. Get your GPS ready. Please help me get my stress out. I had my hair cut. I had the mechanic fix my car. He had her assistant organize the files. A guy trying to ask her out was my young brother. Switching everything over, that is gonna sound like 10 times chores. Everything that makes my son's everyday life difficult, like exchanging small talk or reading social cues, everything that I've helped him navigate his entire life are magnified in dating. We have only 30 seconds left. He is the only one in the family who gets me. The milk on top is delicious. The bigger gates here, they are absolutely adorable. I've heard a lot of stories of Albanian people going to another country to get higher income. I'm not sure if you like it. I don't know if I'll be able to dance anymore. How does your mother annoy you? What I'm surprised at is how quickly technology is advancing these days. What amazed me the most is your hairstyle. From what I understand, the store closes at 8 p.m. Shouldn't she apologize for what she did to Beth? I didn't know what was funny. This is truly what social media is like. I don't know about you, but that's what it's like for me. What is it like to live in Japan? What are you like when you get drunk? Here's how much of an introvert I am. He doesn't even realize how strange this could be for someone. I don't know how much you hate him. I can't wait to see how the season is wrapped up. We'll see how it works. I'll see how it goes. No matter what advice I gave him, he wouldn't listen to it. No matter how far an albatross flies, it returns home. It would be better if you just leave now. It might be best if you suggest that. I like it when you don't date him. I don't like it when you ask me out. The last episode was really cute. We got Kagaya and Miyuki fighting over whether they were gonna go to the sea or the mountains. I don't know whether tomatoes belong to vegetables or fruits. I don't care about the color, whether it's black or white. It's either I give it to Julia or maggots eat it. He was not either one of us or anyone else that I've met. I have been dreaming of living in Paris. I find that hard to believe. I find it interesting that you are dancing like that. I find it funny for you to start singing in the middle of this class. A lot of parents have a hard time as their kids become more independent. I don't go wrong with any type of chocolate. Every episode, it's just getting cuter and cuter. After dating a woman with a smoking habit, I came to not mind girls smoking. After much consideration, I came to realize that the job was not right for me. He tried many sports but never came to enjoy playing tennis. She did not come to accept the new policies at work. He runs hot easily. The leaves turn yellow in the fall. He turned 18 last month. The weather is turning cold. The caterpillar turned into a butterfly. I'm getting stronger now. If you practice consistently, you'll get good at something, whether it's playing the guitar, coding, or even cooking. When the weather gets hot, I like to cool off by swimming in the nearby lake. I don't want you to get distracted. I wanted you to listen to me. I think she wanted him to say it himself. She asked me to give her a drive to the station. I don't want you to get distracted. You want me to pick up the credit card on my way to work? What do you want me to read with my tarot card? You don't want him to miss the meeting. You don't want your parents to worry about you. You don't want to sing songs that no one knows. That is the most ridiculous story that I've heard. No girl is as pretty as you. There is nothing as empowering as just banging some guy and leaving. I'll never find a girlfriend as good as Edison. I'm not gonna see a teacher as hot as her. You have to study harder so you can pass the exam. You gotta show me where it is so I can fix it. They left their band room unlocked. Stay healthy. Stay active. Stay sharp. They kept laughing harder. You don't want to be friends with the boy so you don't get disturbed by him. Miyuki is doing whatever it takes to make sure Kagaya has a good end of the summer. Sometimes you can see planes flying over and I love that because I like to guess which way they're going. One thing that I did film was when I was coming back to New York. Can you give some examples of when a common man has the edge over a celebrity? Another example of Blakely's ability to stand out is when she started selling Spanx. If you tried eating a lemon for the first time, you would see your mouth turn into a tight pucker because of the sourness. I'm happy to see it with my own eyes. I'll go with this. I'm finished with my answer. Roads with Sakura. These characters, especially with Kagaya, get a little emotional with this episode. We're almost done with this first season. Chika usually does get in the way of her plans with Miyuki. I think he might be crossing with his eyes closed. I chose the one with the little goldfish on it. I'll wait for you to come back with my fingers crossed. I'm impressed with the mountain with snow over it. Profits increased by 20%. He missed the target by a few inches. There is a coffee shop by the station. We communicated by email. She's just getting showered in love. Cattle in human form. Japanese people try to measure how better they are in English by knowing how high they can score in the TOEIC exam. They have images of cats on them. Huima. It literally tastes good on bread. There are so many things you can do with it. Please rate your satisfaction with our service on a scale from 1 up to 10, where 1 is the lowest and 10 is the highest. The line for the stall was really long. She thinks she did this for nothing. It is cheaper for its price. I don't remember much of our trivial conversation, as I was desperate to get through it. As it was raining, we stayed at home. As the bell rang, everyone started to leave. I'm not here to help you with printers in the first place. I'm gonna help you with that. Do you want to help me put away the rest of groceries? This terrible laser jacket which Zahid says will help me get chicks. I have just been asking myself if I am good enough. I got myself this. I made myself a coffee. I didn't mean to say that out loud. I meant to ask you. I'm not supposed to be telling you this. But I'm not supposed to talk about it. I was supposed to have a job interview yesterday. I've been wondering how he managed to make her his girlfriend. I've been wondering if you want to go out with me. I was not expecting to climb up the stairs here and be greeted with a view of the entire shrine. I couldn't believe the fact that she committed adultery. There is no way you can get her to be your girlfriend. Chika usually does get in the way of her plans with Miyuki. His way of thinking is very logical. It is just the way it works. The way his brain works is interesting. You give me serotonin. Some teachers gave me a compliment with my voice. A few of us are gonna go grab a drink. None of them would have happened. One of the teachers told me that. Few people know the deadliest man killer is not a large beast, it's a small annoying one that's impossible to outrun. There is no coming back. I have no regrets. Try another bite. Enjoy another sip. Give me a ride. She drew another turnover. Moment has created an understanding with each other. Their reasoning is so sweet. You can taste a hint of whatever flavor they've added to it. Setting a clear and realistic deadline for each task helps you stay focused and organized, which makes it easier to achieve your goal. We made it to the store. The bottom half is batter and then in the middle is the shrimp and then the top part is completely egg. What's unique about this area is the main path and the park area are above where the cherry blossom trees are, which is actually kind of nice because I think it's pretty rare to be able to look out over almost on top of them. Usually in most places, you're under them or next to them. But it's very difficult to find a view where you're looking over the cherry blossom trees. So I think that's really nice. You see these roads with the sakura all the way down them. I love the way the branches sweep across all the way to the next tree. I love the small lights running along the floor here. It would have been so much easier if she was just like, hey, do you want to come ride with me? None of this would have happened. She suddenly started dancing on the spot. And I was like, hey, has your brain broken? If only we were aware enough to open our eyes. He is named after Thomas Edison. But he is not as smart. I'm never gonna find a girlfriend as good as Edison. I tried to read as much as I could. The writing itself isn't wowing me as much as his other writing has. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help eating it. You cannot help but accept my idea. I couldn't help but blame myself. You ended up getting upset. They got into a fight with each other but then ended up together. He studied harder and ended up a lawyer. He ended up dead. 49% of marriages end in divorce. I asked my sister who did that. Turns out, she did. At what age do they get married in your country? Doesn't your husband help you out with house chores? What would you say about the 3 biggest weaknesses your boyfriend has? Has it been hard to connect with him? How couldn't you tell me you have a boyfriend? How could he do that? How could that happen? Why can't you just tell me? Should illegal drugs be made legal like in the Netherlands and Portugal?